So, the next topic we're going to talk about is dating related and the productivity benefits of being alone. So, independence to do what you want, when you want, for how long you want is definitely nice. When you're alone and or single, it's great to be able to do whatever you want, whenever you want. Some people are very independent. They love being able to control what they do each day, for how long, and be able to plan their day. They enjoy scheduling their day and not having to really rely on other people. Not having to consider the wants and needs of others when you schedule your day can be more easy. And so instead, they get to do what they want, when they want, how they want. And so it's nice to have the space to be able to plan your day with the activities that you want to do, whether that is study or exercise or work or other activities. The ability to choose what you do with your time does allow for some freedom to enjoy your life in the way that you wish to enjoy your life. And so, not having to rely on or consider what others want to do, it can allow you to spend as much time as you want to do the things that you wish to pursue. And so, if you want to work 12 hours a day at home, then you can. No one will beg for your attention or need to pull you away from work, or if you want to exercise at the park, like 6 hours at a time, you can. If you want to exercise all weekend and play sports, you can. Your time is open to do with it what you want, when you want. And so this freedom really does allow some people a lot more comfort, and they feel better being independent and doing what they want when they want. This can also enhance your productivity. When you're able to do everything that you want when you want, your productivity may be improved as well. So some people do enjoy being very independent within social environments and doing their own thing. Spontaneity to change your plans without consulting others is definitely another benefit. Yes, it may be nice to not consult others to plan your day, but could you imagine planning your day with consideration of the wants and needs of others, then having to change your plans due to an issue, and then you would then need to spend more time finding alternative plans that work for everyone? I say that by itself is a skill. Removing obstacles and planning a highly productive day with consideration of a whole group of people and what their needs are and what they want to do, it can be really pretty difficult, and it can really be a skill. It takes practice, it takes time and energy. If you excel here, you are a very valuable asset to any team. That being said, it is definitely easier to be spontaneous and change your plans based on new obstacles without additional complexities needing to be considered. If you have to consider multiple people and what they want and need, being free to spontaneously change your plans or your wants and needs instead of having to base the group's wants and needs on what you decide. It can really be nice being independent and being able to do your own thing. People also do enjoy spontaneity in general, so it's harder to be spontaneous when you have multiple factors to consider and multiple people to consider. A spontaneous life is often easygoing and enjoyable. I do enjoy some spontaneity every now and then, and I think having a good balance is a great thing. But when it comes to productivity, being able to be spontaneous and plan your day accordingly and then change your plans quickly when obstacles create themselves can definitely be helpful. It can be helpful and improve your productivity. And so, spontaneity can also save you time. Planning takes time. The more factors that you have to consider, the more time planning will take. Also, the more time that the action itself will take, the more complex the plan based on many factors, the more time it will take for you to implement that new plan. All in all, the ability to be spontaneous is fun. The ability to not wait on others. Some couples find it difficult to be on time, for example. A lot of time can be spent waiting on others to do things. And so time management is often an area of tension. And I personally say if you have hair and makeup, expect to take a little extra time to get ready. Children also are slower to get ready because, it takes time for children to get ready, and it's really hard to plan for that. There's always something that comes up, and if you have hair and makeup, that takes a little bit extra time than just, showering and brushing your hair quick and heading out the door. So, my tip for success is to plan your departure time and inform all individuals of this time frame well in advance. This way, you are all on the same page and you're able to leave all at once. Another way of looking at things, for example, within your workday, is you always have that one person who's on time and early. And then you always have that other person who's late to every meeting. When others are late, oftentimes time is wasted. People are forced to waste their time waiting for the individuals that are late. And so the bigger the team, sometimes the more time it gets wasted for the other people when they have to wait on those individuals that are slow to arrive. So being alone really does allow you the ability to get ready and be where you need to be and not have to wait on others. You don't waste time waiting on others. You're able to increase your productivity in response. And unless, of course, you are an admirable person who stays busy and, finds something to do as you wait, or, you're never bored waiting for others. Unless you are that person, most other individuals are going to have at least some of their time wasted when individuals are late. So it's nice to be able to control for how long it takes for you to get ready or to go out or to eat. If you live with others, you may be forced to leave home when you would normally stay at home working remotely. And so you may be forced to leave the house quicker or slower than you would want to. For example, for exercise, formal events, meetings. Because you're leaving in a group setting, you might have to leave a couple minutes early or do a little bit more preparations. And so all of this can be seen as a little bit more time, a little bit more effort. All that occurs is based on the needs of others and not necessarily based on your specific needs for yourself. If others eat slowly, you too are going to take more time to eat. If others get ready slowly, you too are going to take more time before you're able to get out the door. And so the ability to choose and control how long it takes to get ready and go places can really save you countless amounts of time. You can choose to head out the door quick or slow, or take your time, or fit in, this project before you go, or that project, or skip this project before you go. You can really choose when you leave, how you leave, and like the extent of like what you need to do before you leave. You can choose to not leave the house at all and just do everything you need at home. You're not really reliant on other people and what their plans are. And so a lot of people do enjoy these aspects of, living and being alone. Some people also think that there are fewer distractions for countless hours of work or activities. So, for example, if you're spending a lot of time on something, if you live on your own, you'll have less distractions than if you live with other people. For instance, kids or family or significant other. And some people really, really, really value and appreciate having less distractions when they're trying to be productive. And so if you spend 10 hours doing something, if you live alone, you'll probably have way fewer distractions and you'll have more control over the distractions that do exist. But if you live with a group of people, or even just one person, in that same 10 hours, you may have more distractions or have less control over the distractions that exist. The other person may be listening to music, watching TV, disturbing you about what you want for lunch, which is always a good thing. But anyway, I think you get the point. Having fewer distractions can really help your productivity. And so the ability to do countless amounts of work uninterrupted, it can really be priceless. Less distractions can really aid you in completing your tasks. Sometimes we all need a quiet place to work, and having one can be really helpful. The only problem with this one is, I kind of think that distractions are often, at least the concept behind it, is that you're making excuses for your productivity. The reason that you cannot accomplish your task is because of someone else in this example. And so, importantly in life, I like to think that the most important successful individuals take responsibility for their successes and their productivity. They take the situation into their own hands and they find a quiet place. They put in the extra time if that's what it takes. They don't blame their productivity and their success on others. They make that productivity and success happen regardless of others. Sometimes things will just take a long time due to their complexity or, things that come up. I personally avoid blaming others for an inability to do something. That being said, you can stay focused to get things done more effectively and efficiently by practicing certain activities and actions, like finding a quiet desk to work at, or closing the door, silencing your phone, placing your phone on Do Not Disturb, or getting a sign or signal for when you're busy and deep in thought versus when you're available. Your ability to maintain deep thoughts can definitely aid you in getting work done. For instance, get things done in less time and really make time to concentrate. Working uninterrupted can be a great thing for anyone. I say be more productive by not being distracted by small things. I find that it is a choice. Become a good multitasker. Become good at performing under pressure. and become more productive when distractions exist. Don't blame others for your successes. Instead, take control of your situation and, make successes happen. Greater control over your environment and output. Some people really enjoy living an independent life for this reason. Being alone gives you more control over your environment and your output, and really allow you to really accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, and customize things. Like, for example, you can set the temperature, the lighting, noise levels, the amount of distractions, or really create a work environment that you're able to most conducively be productive in. You can create this work environment. You can control the environment in which you're working and really enhance your productivity throughout your day. So this one, for example, means that you don't have to consider what others want and prefer. You could just simply set the settings and designate things to be the way that you find best for you. You can make things be the way that you find most comfortable for you. This ability to set things to your preferences can really lead to improved outputs, or sometimes happiness. And so when you have greater space for productivity, and greater space for creativity, you can also improve your outputs through that as well. So if you're on your own, you can have more space for creativity as well. Sometimes people say when you're being creative, it's hard to be creative when you've got distractions or other things to worry about. So being alone can allow for greater creativity because it offers you space to help you focus on your thoughts and your ideas without any influence or effect of others. This alone time really helps you generate new ideas and do creative things, like, for example, photography, painting, marketing, drawing, writing, and other creative tasks. Some people also say that when you are living alone, you also have greater amounts of time for reflection. You can, plan more easily or think more, or just simply have more alone time. And so living alone can help you have more space to think about your work, social interactions, goals, plans, schedule, and progress. Time to reflect is very important in life, and it really aids you in improving your productivity and allows you to really learn from your mistakes, both your mistakes and the mistakes of others. And so you're most apt to improve, form checklists, mitigate mistakes, and develop plans to achieve your goals when you have the time and space to reflect. Finally, while being alone can be nice or helpful, it is important to have a balance and appreciate the benefits of having a great support system. And so the intent behind this article that I wrote on medium.com was to really look at it from both sides, look at it from both perspectives. And so you'll definitely want to watch my video on the flip perspective, the benefits of being not alone, but with someone in life and within a relationship. There are definitely benefits to both sides, and you'll definitely want to check out that video next. So, living life surrounded by others can be enjoyable and offer you benefits that you cannot gain living alone. Social interactions can help you stay motivated, enjoy more activities, explore new things, or gain insight into the perspectives of others. And so this can really help you be happier or more successful. You can really look at it both ways. Living alone can make you happier if that's what you prefer. And then, living with someone or with your family or with a family can also similarly help you be happier and find successes. So there are definitely benefits and cons to all lifestyles. Here, I wish to show that there's always a positive way to look at things, and if you are alone, know that this lifestyle can be awesome. If you have a family or a significant other, that life can be amazing too. And so, really enjoy what you have and create the most of your situation. Create the life that you dream of having, and be sure to maximize the benefits of whatever situation that you're in. Enhance your productivity and your happiness through careful actions. And live your best life today. Find happiness in what you have, because there are amazing things to enjoy regardless of your lifestyle. Just look at it a positive way and you'll see that. That is all for now. Feel free to offer some comments down below on what your thoughts are about living alone or with your significant other. And definitely check out my other videos. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you.